Hello, hello, hello. For those of you in the broadcast, welcome. My name is Deborah Gloria. I am a professional photographer in Dallas, Texas, and I'm jamming a little bit to some Season and Snare. Who knows who Season and Snare is? Holy moly. I love me some Season and Snare. So I wanted to, I just got through doing a photo shoot, and this is all the merch that I shot on this catalog. Is this crazy or what? That's a lot of merchandise. Hey, everybody jumping in. Luminescence, that's cool. 1, 2, 3. God, I really like that. Hey, Mona, I'm so glad that you joined. So glad that you joined. I'm trying to get my lens to make sure it's nice and sharp. Yes, it is. I am doing great, Mona. This is like, look at this. You just got home. I just got through wrapping up my job from a shoot. Awesome. What did you shoot? How exciting. Did you do a scope? Because if you did a scope, I would love to check it out. That's for sure. So this is all the merchandise packed up. No scope. Girl, if you haven't scope so I can like meet you and stuff. Hey, Kelly. Thanks for joining. So this is all the merchandise. It's all packed up. Your data's run out. Well, when it comes back next month, let me know. Jelly Bean! Jelly Bean, congratulations. It's Jelly Bean's birthday until 26. Okay, well, DM me and stuff. Jelly Bean. So I just got through wrapping up. Hey, happy birthday to Jelly Bean this weekend. We're walking around my studio. Don't worry, I have lots of shoots. Good. Awesome. So I just got to finish wrapping up my photo shoot, and every single day, good for you. That's awesome. I have to have a break every now and then. This is crazy too much. Sometimes this is a really big job for me. Thanks for telling me Justice was on. Hey, you know what, Jelly? I'm going to tell you something. Well, Christine, I'm going to tell you something. You so deserve that printer. You are like the Periscope photographer, of screenshots. You do such a great job, and everybody's so grateful of all the wonderful things that you do. So do y'all know Season and Snare? I mean, Season and Snare. I love me some Season and Snare. It's like we can play them, right? Because there's no copyright. Because I mean, they're okay with that. Captain Off-White. Cool. Okay, so y'all, I gotta show you something. Okay. See this room right here? This is my common area in my studio. Love them, right, Jelly? That's a common area of my studio. And it's a pretty big space. And beyond that space, hey, James, thanks for joining. My name is Deborah Gloria. I'm a photographer, in Dallas, Texas. And I'm going to show you a shot that I just did. So this room, we kind of converted it into a lofty kind of place. And I'm going to show you that on my computer. And see that couch right there? That couch weighs like 100 pounds. So I'm going to show you the shot that we did. And this is just a portion of all the merch that I shot for this client. So that room that I just showed you, we did this shot with that room. Pretty cool. And the merchandise is this right here, the plant, this pillar, and this right here. So that's the merchandise. Yeah, pretty cool. And so we had to move a lot of things around. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining. My name is Deborah Gloria. I'm a professional photographer in Dallas, Texas. So I just got through doing that shot. Hey, Joe, thanks for joining. So I'm going to show you the room one more time. So we did that shot in this room. Totally moved it around and converted it to look like that shot. I mean, it's like a lot of work and everything, but it was so worth it. So that's just one of like the many shots that I did. for this client, but I thought it turned out really super cool, and I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys. And thank you, Jelly. Thank you very much. So, anyways, I just was like hanging out and just got to watching Jelly and a couple other friends, Christine, Jelly Bean, a couple other friends do a scope, and I just want to do a quick scope because like sometimes people have questions about what I photography and just kind of like what I do and how I do it and stuff like that. And if anybody ever had any questions, I definitely wanted to answer them for them. But at the same time, I just kind of wanted to say hey and chat or whatever and see what's going on and just kind of touch base because I know sometimes when I'm shooting, I don't get a chance to do long scopes because I have my clients there with me, and they, of course, we have a schedule that we have to keep. Hey, Fuller is alive. Thanks for joining. My name is Deborah Gloria, professional photographer in Dallas, Texas, and we're just chatting and saying hey, and just hanging out. We were listening to a little Season and Snare. And you can find them here on Periscope. And tell you what, they are super, super great. I have not seen them scope in a little while, so I'm hoping that I didn't think I see that. Did y'all see them scope like the last 24 hours or 48 hours? I was like, I haven't seen them. And I'm needing a dose of my Season and Snare, that's for sure. So, anyways, I'm sorry, Big Brother is starting in a minute. Oh, you know what? I'm watching Big Brother 2, Jelly. We need to have a Big Brother blah blah, So, that's cool, but hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for popping by. I'm just going to do a quick scope anyway. So, I'm going to show just a few other shots that I did when shooting on this catalog. I want to take some pics of kids. I have a Canon and purchased a lighting kit and backdrop. What else do you need? It sounds like you're doing pretty good. You got everything that you need there, that's for sure. Once you get everything, together and stuff like that, I mean, feel free to DM me and I can definitely help you kind of get things keyed in. Do you need the remote lighting thing? That would help. But they're making strobes kind of different these days, where you don't need that as much. I'm gonna show you what I have. I'm gonna flip this camera around. Okay. So I have a Dynalite system, right? And I use these Pocket Wizards. This is a receiver, which of course goes to the pack. And then I've got a transmitter that's on my camera, right? And so when I turn this on, you'll see that little light blinking, and it just waits for that transmitter. And so once the transmitter goes off, it'll light like that, and the strobe will power off. So actually, this strobe is over my cyc, so it's right there, and it goes. The light will go down on this cyc, so that's where my strobe is right there. So doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a big place like this, though. I mean, you can set up anywhere. Oh yeah, I was wondering if I needed that to take decent pictures. You know what? You don't need to have expensive equipment. I was actually looking at a lighting equipment called Einstein, and the Einstein is I believe $600 a head, and that's pretty good. I mean, that's not expensive at all. I mean, it's very affordable. I've seen like white lightnings. I've seen different types of equipment. I've actually shot with white lightnings before. So honestly, it's just a matter of setting things up, correctly. And I'm more than happy to help you with that. Once you get everything together, just, you could either DM me or, just find me on Twitter, and I'd be more than happy to help you get your lights set up and all that good stuff. So, but great question. I'm really glad that you reached out and asked me that. So, do you have any other questions? Because I am full of answers. You bet. Hey, so tell me your name. Because let me see. See if I could take a look to see what your name is. Jay Payton. So is your first name just... Oh, Justin. Okay, Justin. Great name. Hey, Lyrical Links. My name is Deborah Gloria. I'm a professional photographer, and we're just talking photo. We're talking, any questions that you might have about photography, and or any thoughts about anything. So, so Justin, it was really good to meet you. And I'm serious. Please feel free to, holler at me when you get your equipment. So I'll turn the camera around real quick, and you can see this is part of my studio. In that room, in this room right here, that's a bathroom. Of course, this is a kitchen. I'm going to swing around here, and this is a common area. Do you ever use film? It's been a long time since I've used film. A long time. If a client were to ask to shoot film, then of course I would totally do that for them. And it's like when I've been shooting for a long time. I've been shooting for about 20 years. Yeah. So this is all just studio. I don't live here. This is my working environment. Geez, what was I saying? I hate when film. Yes. Okay. So I learned how to shoot 35 millimeter film. Yes. Thank you so much, Justin. And I shot 4x5 film. I would learn back in the day when that's what clients wanted us to do. Clients wanted us to shoot film. So I shot 4x5 film. I shot 120 film. I love it. It was beautiful at the time. For us to see what was going on, of course, we shot Polaroids. I owned all that stuff, but and I'm not saying it's still around. I mean, people are still doing it. They're still doing it. Hey, Mangle and Foxy, thanks for joining. Is Leica overrated? Leica has beautiful, amazing optics. You know what? I mean, I don't own a Leica. I have owned a Leica before. Beautiful camera, and I shot film with that. It was a rangefinder camera. Can't say anything bad about Leica. I actually named my cat Leica, so I don't think they're overrated at all. But I am a Canon girl. I shoot with a Canon 5D Mark III. Love the system. It's quiet. It's fast. Cool cat. Yeah, she's a great cat. So I gotta tell you that I just love Canon. I've had Canon for a long time, probably about 20 years. So I've actually had film. I had a film Canon camera, so I sold that probably about 8 years ago. I was going to keep it just because I liked it. Hey, from Rebel Faces, what's up? Just talking about finished my shoot today. Hey, I want to show you what I did. So I'm going to turn the camera around here real quick. So this is actually my studio. Hey, turn the camera around. This is my studio. And this room here, so the client had some merchandise. And so this is actually my common area in my studio. So I'm going to show you the shot that I did in this space. I'm going to run over here to the computer real quick. And we converted that space that you saw into that shot. And so this is the merchandise here. They sell this, the plant, this, and this pillar back here with that ball on it. So, but and you can kind of see. So there's the outside, the doors, and we moved the couch. So I'm going to show you that room again, just so you can get the big picture. And of course, I did daylight and strobe. So I was actually shooting here against the wall, and we moved the couch here, pillars here, and that other pillar is here. There's the outside. So pretty cool. They were really excited about that. Of course, I did other shots too. I can thumb through them really quick. You know, they have a lot of floral stuff, and these are just all stuff that's I shot these shots right here. Of course, there's all the merchandise, but I shot all those shots right here in the studio. So, yeah. So they this is kind of their merchandise. We did this. This is another beautiful shot. I actually did a scope on this. Do you shoot landscapes? Not anymore. I did, I did do that at one point, but not anymore. So nice. Hey, thanks. I shoot people too, of course, but I do mainly. I would say that I would call it more like I do like phototherapy. And that has to be just a totally different scope at a different time. Hey, good morning, Avery. How's it going? So we're just talking photo, showing some shots that I did for a client, and any kind of questions that people might have about photography or all that kind of stuff. So all this merchandise. Good. Yeah, I'm doing really well. Avery, I just wrapped up my photo shoot. This is all the merchandise here. This is inside my studio, and there's the big room there. So all this goes away tomorrow morning, and then I'm on to the next job. So, and I might be doing some JCPenney. I gotta look at the schedule. It's always something different. So, but anyway, that's that, and just wrapping up my day here and just saying hey and see if anybody had any questions. Jason asked me a question earlier, so I actually had a couple people want to intern with me, which would be super cool. How did you get popular? Popular? I don't know. I don't think I am popular. But I can tell you one thing, okay? And I'm sure everybody has heard this before numerous times, but whatever it is that you decide to do, love what you do. Love what you do. And I was actually going to go to school to be a dentist. And what JCPenney stuff? I do a lot of stuff on the internet, like how did word get around town that made you busy? Okay, I'll answer both of those questions. So JCPenney stuff, I do a lot of stuff on internet or ROP ads, that kind of stuff. Anything from shoes to soft goods like clothing, scarves, that type of stuff. So just anything that you might wear, toys, everything. So how did word get around? Okay, so right on. So honestly, it's like you have to decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. And what I actually started doing was charitable work. And I kept going back. And the more and more I did charitable work, people kept seeing my face and they would say, "Hey, do you do this?" or "Hey, do you do that?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." And so, and in between, of course, I've shot for Pier 1, I've shot for Neiman Marcus, um, uh, JC Penney, and other, like this client that I shot today was, they're a wholesaler at the World Trade Center. So retail goes to the wholesale and buys, and so, but they need a catalog as well. So, and honestly, I used to beat the streets a lot because before social media came in, I beat the streets like crazy. So showing my book, which I had portfolio. I've got 2 websites. But the biggest thing, honestly, is rubbing elbows, going to events, meeting people, telling them a little bit about what you do, because eventually they do ask you. I actually carry part of my portfolio on my phone. And so people ask me, "Hey, do you do this?" And I show them examples, because I shoot, when 9/11 happened, I became very diverse very fast. So I used to only shoot product, and then I started shooting people. Photo Dama, thanks for joining. We're talking photo and all questions related, and so feel free to jump in and ask any questions if you have any questions. So when 9/11 happened, I decided it was time for me to be more diverse. And so I started shooting my friends, and that just became, that evolved, and I started doing more photographs I started doing like sensual photographs, and just whatever people wanted. People want different things. People always want different things. And so I decided to do custom type shoots for people. So I never have things set up. The studio is always, every shoot that I do, I break everything down, because when somebody walks in, I want to be able to do a custom shoot for them. So River of Time Photo, I'm glad that you joined. What about 9/11 made you change? The economy. So when 9/11 happened, the economy kind of dropped out a little bit, right? We all agree to that. So what were the first things people cut back on? They cut back on luxury items. And photography was a luxury item, right? Yes. Hey, River. And so since they cut back on luxury items, that means they cut back on me. Okay? So so what do I do? So, luckily, of course, I did shoot a lot of product, but, when people were also wanting portraits done and stuff like that, I mean, how could I be different? What could I do that was different? How can I stay alive, right? So, and it's doing things a little bit differently. So then actually just started doing custom photo shoots. So, meaning that I would sit down with the client, right? And I would tell them, how do you see yourself? And I would listen to what they'd say. So many people are going through so many things. I don't care how young or how old they are, man or woman, people are going through something in their life, okay? And so I'd listen to what they were saying, and then I would say, okay. So, and I'd ask them, bring me a picture. Hey, you bet. It's good to see you. And I'd ask them, what is it how do you see yourself? How do you want to see yourself? Do you have any magazine clippings? Show me pictures on the internet. And then I would go from there and literally do a custom photo shoot for them. Write it down. Yeah, absolutely. But, customer service, absolutely lyrical. Customer service, what can you do to be different these days instead of just shoot, bring somebody in and then, shoot them and kind of do the same thing over and over again. So when I do custom photo shoots and everybody comes in and gets a custom shoot, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Then they feel important. They feel, because everybody should feel like you're not just bringing them in. DD Drake 0023, thanks for joining. Everybody should feel, like we are all different. Akron, hey, thanks for joining. Hey, D Drake, thanks for coming back, River. So we all are different. Even identical twins are different. We all have different personalities, different wants, different. So therefore, I listen to what people say, listen to how they want to be captured, and I capture them through what we talk about. So my slate is clean. Right now I have merchandise in my studio, but I mean, how was the photo shoot was awesome. Did you see any of the replays, or were you around? Because I had to do them quick since my client was here. But my studio is like, it's, once all this is gone, it's just clean. There's like no lights. You were at work. I hope you caught some of the replays. If you go to my hey Catherine, if you go to my my Twitter page, I have them on Catch. You can actually go to my Catch page, which is KATCH, and you can actually see them there. Yeah, cool. So anyways, so I keep everything good. Yeah, check them out. You can see them on my Twitter page. So the only light that I keep is this one. It bounces on to make the background white. That's the only light that I keep up. Everything else is taken down. There's not another light in my studio that I have set up. So those are all the C-stands there. We got stuff hanging from the wall. So so it's like, it's just really important that people feel as though, and that they do, all get special attention from me as a photographer. Yeah, the studio is big. Oh, do you want to see more? I don't know if you be right back. Right on. So this is just the shooting area here. So we're gonna go into, there's a bathroom there, and then common area, and up here, more offices. Right on. So then this way, I showed my daughter some of your work. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine. You're awesome. Oh, Michelle just dropped in. That's the kitchen, and over here is the bathroom, utility closet. So it's a big space. I love it. And then way in the back there's another office here, and there's a patio area right there. Michelle, we were talking about all different things. People were asking me about how, how I got diversified after 9/11. And there's your office. Look, Michelle, there's a chair right there open for you. She's a photographer in school. Oh, that's so cool, Catherine. Yeah. I mean, did you get a chance to show her my websites and stuff? This is my retouching computer. And this is one of my shooting computers. It's the perfect size. Yes, it is. And you know what? It also swivels. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine. That's my chair is over here. This is my equipment room right here. So this is like, yeah, there you go. Right. That's all I got, my head's there. That's a location case right here. That's a big, heavy location case. Got my heads. Another location case here. Head. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. So, and then up here is where I keep my boxes for my computers, because we go on location, we pack them. There's one of my boxes, and then camera bag. Lots of stuff. Got 2 cameras. Overwhelming. I always wanted to be a Texan. All right, Michelle, I would love it, girl. I would love it, love it, love it. Yeah. Then, more stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, and we haven't even gone to this side. Backgrounds. All this is framed work from some of my art shows. More framed work from my art shows. So, it's a 3,000 square foot space. And I have 2 other photographers that are in here with me. So, I didn't know that you can take computers to photo shoots. Yes, definitely. This is my second one, my second shooting computer. How much do you think you have invested in stuff? Oh, girl, do you own or rent? Let me tell you something. I have no idea how much. I know I did something with my easily 100 grand, easily 100 grand. Yeah. So what was that question you asked, Michelle? I'm so sorry. Let me sit down here. It's been a long day. It's been a long catalog. River, you're back. Oh, own or rent? Yeah, no. I don't want to. I honestly don't want to own this place. So I definitely rent. Yeah. I recommend renting when something breaks or whatever. It's always a big cost. So I love this building. It's a great building. So, but I do good security needed. Oh, let me show you. I got some good security. Holy moly! I'm glad that you're following me on Twitter, River. Let me show you some security here. A second. We're coming out of my studio, and this is a metal door that's really like totally. It's heavy door. So when you come out, the only way that you can get into my studio so I have him locked up. So if you actually even get through those gates and through this and through my door, okay, and these right here are bulletproof. The windows in my studio, which I have 4 windows, are all oh, I'm so sorry. Are y'all back? Are y'all still with me? I'm so sorry. I totally forgot that if I go out that door, y'all might drop. Okay, good. So by the time you get to those doors, you have to get to quite a bit of doors. Then, of course, I have another door. That's a heavy metal door as well. Everything is heavy here. So I'm glad y'all are with me. So by the time you get to my equipment room, where all the good stuff is, already 4 alarms have gone off. Okay. So, and everything, oh no, you're falling. Ah! Everything has gone off. And then plus we have video cameras outside. Everything is being videoed. I'm not in the neighborhood. No. That has nothing to do with it. I'm actually in a very artsy neighborhood. It's called Deep Ellum here in Dallas, Texas. And I am a stone throw away from downtown Dallas, actually. Yeah. So it's like way super cool. I love this area. And then Baylor Hospital is a stone throw away as well. Not that anything's wrong with me, but the exciting news is for those who actually have jumped on my website, which is I have 2. So DeborahGloriaPhotography.com, and that's DEBRA. I do something called phototherapy. Why so much security then? All my life is in here. I mean, And then plus right next door, I don't know if you saw the other door there, but that is actually a recording studio, a music recording studio, and they have a lot of stuff over there too. So just so happens, it's like this place is just, it's like good, good as far as security goes. Um, so hospital needs photos on walls. Yeah, totally. So what I'm doing with Baylor is I do phototherapy, and what that is I your website, yes, Deborah Gloria, last name is Gloria. If you look on my picture here, how many cameras do you own? Three, three. Because if one goes down, you gotta have a backup, and you have to have backup for the backup. So the phototherapy, every cancer patient will have the option to shoot phototherapy with me. And I've been working on phototherapy for almost 13 years. Yeah, cool deal. And so I've shot cancer patients, burn patients, anorexic, people in horrible car accidents. And basically I just let them get reacquainted with themselves photographically. And they work through the pain photographically. And they're able to see their pain photographically. And it's a different experience. So I've been under negotiations with the hospital for quite some time, and everything went through. And so I'm pretty excited that I'll be doing phototherapy for many cancer patients. I'm super excited. Thank you so much, River. I am super excited because I really, to be able to help people with my photography is an incredible blessing. So I'm pretty excited about that. You bet, Lyrical Links. Thank you for just popping in. I rarely get a chance to talk, and I just said, darn it, I'm going to just sit here and talk because I know people have questions, and I enjoy sharing the knowledge. I mean, 20 years of shooting, I know that I can help people with questions. Gotta go. Nice to see you again. Hey, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate you. I really do. So awesome. But I want to be able to help people, and hopefully through my video, my scopes. Do you ask them, how do you see? Yes, River. I ask them, how do you see yourself? A lot of things happen when I do that. People don't always see themselves in a good light. You should consult and get paid for it. Many people have said that to me, but I'm going to tell you that, we all have I want to share whatever I have. And sharing doesn't necessarily have to cost money, I mean, I am very blessed to be able to shoot for so long. Thank you, River. You're very sweet. I've been very blessed to be able to photography has been my only job. I've been able to make a living with it. I've been able to buy a truck with it, buy a house with it. It's like, so I want to share it. Whoever wants to hear it, I want to share it. If I can help them understand how to light better, understand how to do customer service better, I want to be able to do that for anybody who asks. So, and I had somebody ask me, can they come see me work? Absolutely. Come watch me work. Ask me questions. Absolutely. So I just want to be able to help you guys, We're all friends here, right? So shoot and share. Absolutely, Lyrical. Absolutely. Shoot and share. I like it. So I think I'm going to be calling, when I start doing the videos. That's so great. Thank you. You're so sweet, River. My daughter worries about making a living at photography. I got to tell you something. Passion. Passion, passion, passion. Thank you, River. Hey, Daniel, thanks for joining. I I was going to be a dentist, okay? And I had to take a photo class in college. Next thing I knew, I wanted to be a photographer. And it's passionate. I wake up thinking about it. I go to sleep thinking about it. When I'm eating, I think about it. I mean, I take pictures of my food. I mean, I'm sure we all take pictures of our food. I mean, just everything. But light, the way light dances on something is so beautiful to be able to see that. And how amazing is it as we as photographers, because we're all photographers one way or the other, for us to capture that beautiful dancing light. And sometimes it's on a person, sometimes it's on a thing, it doesn't matter. But for us to be able to capture that moment in time, and for us to do that for somebody who might need it, to help them work through whatever they have, absolutely 100%, absolutely, River. I mean, what a great thing we can do for somebody, So that's what I'm about, So I'm thinking about calling my series, when I start doing these scopes, instructional scopes, behind the lens. What do you think? That sound good? Behind the lens, So I kind of like it. I've been thinking about it, behind the lens. So, but I know I'm going to have a couple of shoots coming up that involve people. And now with #Catch, she studied it for 3 years in high school, 1 year in college. I'm just telling you, Catherine, if she loves it, I love photography. I mean, I love it. If she loves it, then she's going to be all right with it. But you gotta love it. Love it. So, don't give up. You cannot give up. You just gotta wake up every day, and if you had a bad day, the next day is gonna be better. It's gonna be better. So, she's just got to love it. So I love it. I hope you can tell that through my work, that I love it. Doesn't matter if I'm shooting an inanimate object or a person. Good. I'm glad that she loves it. Gotta run, but I'll definitely check out your site. I'll also watch for Behind the Lens. Awesome. Great. Well, awesome. I'm really glad that y'all joined, and I'm really glad that you guys, some of y'all hung out and talked and asked questions. Definitely will do it more. Okay. And definitely, follow me if you're not following me. And we will talk soon. And any of you guys, Delaney Daniel Photography on Instagram. Okay, cool. I'll definitely check you out. Awesome. I took a screenshot of that, so I'll find you and follow you. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the scope, but we'll definitely catch each other later. And I'm doing everything with Catch, so that way, if anybody missed something, you'll be able to get it. But most importantly, if any of y'all do a scope, please let me know. I would love to jump on your scope and just kind of get to know y'all better. So, sometimes I'm so busy, but if you DM me or something, I will make time to jump on your scope, okay? Or at least watch the replay. So, but thanks so much for hanging and talking with me. Y'all are wonderful. And all those who gave me hearts, I really appreciate y'all very much. Okay, enjoy your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in. And we'll talk again soon, okay? Awesome. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, afternoon.